Okay, before I get started, I want to correct a mistake that I made uh, in my last review. I forgot two of the luchadors' names, two of the people's names from the Trios Champions, Son of Havoc and Evilise. They were arguing because Son of Havoc punched Evilise a little too hard, and he told her to cover up, and Katrina showed up, and they got beat up by those minions dressed as skeletons or whatever. But anyways, on to this week's review. Chavo demands a title shot against Puma. And Dario gives him one, pretty much. And the first match is Tejano versus Davario. Tejano wins with a sit-down powerbomb. You know, nothing more to say about that. Katrina shows up after, well, let me say, Puma was pumping iron and Conan was giving him a pep talk about the championship match. And Katrina shows up and warns Puma that he will not survive if he retains the title and goes on to he will not survive Ultima Lucha if he retains his title tonight. And then him and Mil Mortez have a face-off, and then Mil Mortez disappears. And so, pretty much. Then when we come back from commercial, Conan is talking to someone about tonight's main event, saying that he needs to watch out for any trickery or whatever. We'll find out who that is later tonight. Hernandez versus Drago. Very good action. Hernandez did a one of those flipping senton things where you do a roll in midair, and yeah. Um, uh, yeah, and Hernandez gets a belt from a fan and starts beating Drago with it and starts choking him to death, and Drago wins by DQ. And Katrina shows up in Chavo's locker room, or just the roster locker room, wherever. I think that's what it is. And she warns Chavo the same thing. She tells Chavo pretty much the same thing she tells Puma. If he wins the title, he won't survive at Ultimate Lucha. And then he has a face-off with, Mil Mortez, and then Mil Mortez disappears again. Marty the Moth has a very short match with Alberto El Patron, and after the match, Alberto pretty much tells Johnny he's awoken a side of him that has not been seen for a long time, and now he's gonna rip his face apart, And the main event, Puma versus Chavo. A lot of stuff going on with the crew getting involved and everything, and Hernandez getting involved. No, wait, not Hernandez. No. Scratch that. I don't think Hernandez was in that match. But anyways, Tejano ends up interfering because Conan was told if he did, then Puma would pretty much lose the title to Chavo, and so they couldn't have that. And so Chavo wins. Chavo loses. Chavo loses to Puma thanks to the assist from Tejano. And Tejano tells Chavo that Mexico is coming for him. And then there is another uh, locker room cutscene where Blue Demon shows up and basically tells, um, him and Chavo have a back and forth. Chavo starts to back away, and Blue Demon says he doesn't attack people who are already hurt, and then he starts getting into Blue Demon's head, Chavo, by saying all these things about he's just a has-been, and maybe Tejano is Mexico now, and people never cheered for Blue Demon like that, and so Blue Demon starts just uh, throwing him up against the lockers and everything, and at the end, Chavo has a big smile on his face, which, he wanted that to happen. He wanted to show that every man has his breaking point or whatever. He wanted to show that Blue Demon could be antagonized. And pretty much that's it. So, I am Mike Wayne, aka Robo180, and if you haven't seen the Lucha Underground review from last week, please go check it out. Link will be in the description.